Hello, welcome to this program. I am Dr. Narendra Rao from the Vibrant Life Medical and Wellness Clinic in Bangalore. I am very happy to be with you this evening to share with you some important facts about our health. Health is a gift from God. And many people don't value it when they have it. But when it is lost, it's a terrible loss. So we should know how to keep our health in the best possible way. This evening, I want to begin with an interesting story, or a question maybe. How many of you have seen anyone smoking in a temple or in a mosque or even in a gurdwara? Has anyone seen that? I can be very sure that even the most dependent addict will not go and smoke or drink in temple, because he knows it is a holy place, because it has been told him that God lives there. But do you know, the temple, the mosque and the gurdwara is only a building. But I've gone to many holy books, including the Bible. It tells us that our body is the temple of God. And this temple of God is very important because God, through His Spirit, lives in this temple. And so, we ought to take the best care of our bodies. If we take care of our bodies properly, it will serve us well. We have only one body, we have only one life, and we have to do our best to keep this body in the best possible shape. This evening, I want to say a few words about one of the important ways to keep our bodies healthy. Scientists have from the very beginning talked about the importance of good nutrition in health. When health is lost, someone said, everything is lost. Money is lost, you can regain it. But once health is lost, it's very difficult to regain it. And so, in this health aspect, we need to take good care of it by eating properly. Hippocrates, a very ancient Greek philosopher, said, let food be your medicine. Now we all have known the importance of food in our health, and from maybe high school or maybe primary school, you must have read about the importance of different nutrients in health. You must have heard about carbohydrates, the starchy food. You must have heard about protein, the bodybuilding food. You must have heard about fats, the energy, the food which stores energy and gives important nutrients. You must have heard of vitamins and minerals. All these are important. And in a balanced diet, we need to have proper proportion of carbohydrates, fats, proteins, and then if we have that proper proportion, we also have enough vitamins and minerals. But do you know that these days, scientists have discovered one very important aspect of the food we eat, which was not emphasized in the past, and this is called fiber. Fiber is that that's part of food, of especially plant food, which is not digested when we eat. So only the plant food have got fiber. And scientists the last 10-15 years have discovered the wonderful benefits of having fiber in our diet. Unfortunately, the modern diet, the diet which many developed countries produce and consume, has very little fiber. And that is why we have today so many diseases like hypertension, diabetes, heart disease, obesity, cancer. All these chronic illnesses can be prevented or even treated with a diet which contains enough fiber from plants. In a healthy diet, we need about 30 to 40 grams of fiber daily. And where does the fiber come from? God has put fiber in all the plant food, but especially in vegetables and fruits. These are high fiber, low calorie, but very powerful foods because they contains, in addition to fiber, some water and a very important micronutrient called antioxidants. So fiber is what we need, and if we take adequate amount of fiber in our diet, we can prevent many diseases. Did you know that fiber is of two types? One is called the soluble fiber, the other one is called the insoluble fiber. That means fiber dissolved in water is called soluble fiber. Another fiber which is not soluble in water is called insoluble fiber. Both of these are actually carbohydrates which can be digested when we eat our food. So these fibers are so essential that they prevent, number one, many illnesses. Number one is the illness of the colon. Many people have diseases like constipation and other problems. A scientist worked in Africa for many years. His name was William Burkitt, and he had actually trained in England and worked as a missionary in Africa. And he saw somehow he was walking around the roads and he found when Africans pass stool, it's big volume stool. And whereas Britishers, very small amount of stool. And then discovered that Africans take more plant food and more fibrous food. And so, in Africa, he could hardly see any case of cancer of the colon. Very little appendicitis, very little diseases of the bowel. And so, we find that fiber prevents colon diseases, even colon cancer. Fiber prevents obesity, because when we eat fiber, high fiber food like vegetables and fruits, what happens is that these fiber will prevent illnesses. Fiber is also found not only in vegetables and fruit, but also in grams and dals. Like we have people eating green gram or Bengal gram or masoor dal or tur dal. All those dals and grams, they are the ones also rich in fiber and protein. So when we eat a high fiber diet, we can prevent cancer of the colon, we can prevent obesity, because the fiber in the diet will make our stomach full, so we will not overeat. It also prevents diabetes and complications. So when we eat a high fiber diet, the sugar in the food is released gradually, and that leads to less diabetes. Also, a high fiber diet is very important to prevent heart disease, because a high fiber diet also decreases cholesterol, and when cholesterol is less, the chances of heart attack also is less. And very importantly, this fiber in the diet helps us to grow healthy bacteria. Some of the fiber which we eat is fermented by bacteria in the gut, in the intestines, and these bacteria are healthy bacteria which will line the gut wall and make us less diseased. So, in closing, fiber is our friend. Try to eat more vegetables, more fruits, and more grapes. Also, fiber prevents cancer, heart disease, diabetes, and bowel disease. So have a healthy diet and a healthy body. God bless you. Thank you.